What the fuck is going on, everybody? We're back. This is Around the Lunch Table, episode
15.
We've made it this far to episode 15. It's been a hell of a ride.
The big 1-5, huh, baby? Me and Z aren't drinking beers this time. We're actually drinking some
Spiced rum. It's just straight.
It's actually not. I was going for the cheers.
Oh.
It's actually not bad. I'm not a big hard alcohol drinker. What is the cutoff between like hard and soft? They don't call beer soft.
There's
alcohol.
no.
But
Beer is just beer.
Okay, have you ever heard like?
There's no such thing as soft alcohol.
Okay, yes. I understand that. But I'm saying
Alcohol is always erect.
I did hear like the strongest beer was like 20-something%, right? What is the cutoff between when it's beer and it's hard liquor? Because it's like if you're drinking a 20% beer, might as well just.
But the thing is, even if it's super strong, it still has the fucking ingredients of beer in it, so it's still.
So it's how it's made, is what you're saying.
I think so.
How it's made, great show. Highly underrated.
Very great show.
Yeah, learn how cardboard boxes are made.
Speaking of how it's made,
yes.
I don't know if this is just me. I feel like females are a lot different. When it's someone's that I know.
What?
When it's someone's baby.
Yeah.
That I know, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, I'll never understand when people like it's someone you don't know very well. It's like, oh, can I hold your baby?
Yeah. I'm not about that.
Like,
that is like, okay, so.
Like, hey, my name is Chris. Can I hold your fucking kid?
Yeah. It's like.
Well, like, I'm not saying, and obviously it's probably a friendly thing. It's Doctor Strange. It's probably a friendly thing. It's just like because people love babies. I'm saying like I don't love them that much.
No, and I'm not good with kids.
You aren't good with kids.
I'm not good with kids. I'm good with older kids.
Dude, you hold them like they're fucking like an ice sculpture.
Here is the thing.
Where do you put your hands? Where do you?
Yeah. Here is what I don't get is that to a mother, that baby is worth more than her own life, right?
Yeah.
Well, a good mother, I guess.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Yeah. Okay, but
all our parents that are now grown up, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I would have thrown them away if I had a
imagine
chance
someone like holding a vase and it's worth like $1 billion. Are you gonna be like, can I hold that vase?
Okay,
you know?
that is not the same.
But what I'm saying is
because it's a life.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go to someone and be like, oh hey, can I take a chance accidentally dropping your baby and fucking kill it?
It wouldn't die if you dropped it.
I'm saying,
What are you gonna fucking spike it like in the end zone in football? Give us your kid. You run 10 yards.
Imagine what that would look like.
You pop.
You got Gronk in the fucking end zone.
No, he's popping the kid on by his head, and he sprints down the sidewalk. Touchdown.
It's like one of those gooey hands against the wall. You know?
That's so fucked up.
Anyways, what I'm saying is like, I can't.
We're not being serious, by the way.
Obviously,
You're a baby rights activist.
Yeah. Babies have rights too. They should be able to vote.
And therefore free to go fee fi fo home.
No, where I was going with that was that
babies are very aerodynamic.
Yes, you can throw them like a paper airplane.
Yeah, they're top heavy. They're made to be thrown like a lawn dart.
Yeah, or like
midgets are the same way.
Or like the discus, is that what it's called? Shot put. Shot put.
Okay, but yeah, we're not throwing.
Okay.
But I'm saying either way, it's weird for someone to.
Yes, and
well, now it's not a thing because of the pandemic, so no one's going to do that.
Yeah, but where I was going with that is that I would never want to do something that there's a 1 in 1,000 chance that I could break this thing. Like, I'm not just going to offer to hold this baby because 1, I don't give a fuck about your baby. 2, we are going to call it its age in years, not months. I hate when it's like, oh, how old's your baby? 138 months.
Yeah,
and
what
it's
the fuck is that? I feel like after
and then
1
you're like
year,
12, 24, 36, 48.
I feel like once it gets to a year, isn't that what normally?
Exactly,
Then you say he's 1, you say he's 2, like you say he's 2,
because
or he's almost 2.
Months are only okay because he's not a year old yet.
Yeah.
You can't call him a year old, so he's 9 months, 10 months.
So it's like, yeah, he's 26 months tomorrow.
Do you have a baby fucking birthday every
He turns
time?
like 18. Yeah, he's 822 months. Even though that does not calculate, I was just throwing a number out. But
also,
just
so
saying.
like when you have a baby, like obviously none of us have babies. Thank God.
that I know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Like
I definitely don't. I'm just
so
saying,
when like babies,
everyone who knows me listens to me like, oh, you probably do, you fucking sinner piece of shit. I don't. Okay, I'm just kidding. I know damn well I'm gonna get 4 texts from people I know saying, "Oh, dude, you probably do."
Jesus.
Anyways,
You know when like a parents like host like baby birthdays? It's
yeah.
like what? Because like the baby one doesn't even know he has friends. Like
Yeah.
you all just sit there and cry together. Two, it's like, so is that just like because like we obviously as babies don't remember this, but like looking back, was that just an excuse to put all the babies in one room and the adults go get fucked up?
Probably, honestly, because there's always an agenda. But I'm saying like it's the same way. It's like it's just it's just a weird thing because I'm saying have a birthday for the kid, but it's like yeah, let's just get an invitation sent out. Why?
To who?
Exactly.
Where is this baby meeting other babies?
Is this baby just is he just an entrepreneur and
He's an
knows all these
entrepreneur.
businessmen?
Dude, he's probably in 4X.
Do you
They're starting him real
no,
young.
you walk you put the baby down in the crib to nap. You come back in, he's got a Mac. He's in there typing with little glasses on.
He's got a fucking polo.
He's got
on
bags
and
under his eyes and like a little collared shirt. Honey, I'm slammed.
Yeah. No, because like what I never understood was like, you know, like Kylie Jenner throws these $1 million birthdays for Stormy. Fucking, it's like.
But the thing is, when you have that much money, might as well. At the same time, I don't care how much money I have. I still think it's a waste.
Yeah, but then it's like at the end of the day, it ends up just being like her playing in like a fucking slide
It's
or
almost
something.
more for her than
yeah,
it is
and then
for
all
the
the
baby.
celebrities come. It's like, yeah, Kanye West is here for Stormy. No, he's there to fucking.
Yeah, do you think all these famous people who are super busy every day cleared their schedule for this 3-year-old's birthday? They're at the office. Hey, I gotta hit this birthday party after work, so I can't go. I can't stay late tonight. I gotta hit this birthday party of this 3-year-old. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Fucking Kevin Hart's just like, dude, I gotta hit Stormy's B-Day, bro.
It's gonna be jello shots and push-ups, dude. Just gonna be sick.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm gonna get such a sugar rush at this party.
Dude, they got imported milk. That's great. Did you know that there's like women out there that like they never, it's like a condition or something. They never stop producing milk. And
Really?
there's this one girl who's
That's
like,
interesting.
because some women can't produce
So
milk.
they're always lactating?
Yeah, and so she fills like 500 bottles a day.
Honestly, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
You got an
So-
unlimited supply? Shit.
Yeah, shit. So
She's slanging her milk jugs, dude.
dude, here's kind
I'll
of
pay say $20 a gram.
here's kind of a kinky question. You know where I'm going with this? So say you have a
I
wife.
have no idea.
You guys are married, and you know you guys have a kid, right?
Would I want to taste the milk?
Yes. Would you? I'm gonna say yes. I'm doing it. I want to try it. We both.
The thing is, there's a lot of health properties to it. That's actually
Yes.
really good for you.
The antioxidants, yes.
But like, I mean,
Calcium.
I sucked on my mama's titty, but I don't remember what that tastes like.
I'm saying guys.
Probably pretty good because
Guys love sucking on titties, so. I
So
mean,
here's a
I'm not
question. So if a girl's lactating, you suck on her titties, milk's gonna come out, right?
Is it like a bite and twist kind of thing? Because sometimes don't.
It's like a
doesn't it hurt?
prescription bottle. You gotta pinch
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sides and twist.
No, dude, do you remember?
No,
those,
I think it's an even amount of.
Do you remember those like Camelback water things where you have to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
yeah.
you don't bite that hard. But I'm saying I think it's a combination of kind of a little bit of pressure and then a suck,
Yeah.
kind of to extract.
Because babies don't
the-
have teeth, so they just.
But
gum
when
it.
they start to teeth, that's why.
That's when it hurts.
Yeah.
So you can't use your teeth. You got to use your lips and just.
No, can you imagine though? There's the baby like, hey, come on, just fucking chomps onto it. That would suck, dude.
Yeah.
I'd have PTSD on my nips if I had to do that.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I
okay.
would.
So here's the thing. So let's just say your girl's lactating,
Okay.
and sucking her titty. So milk's gonna come out.
I mean, I guess you're sucking on her titty.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
guess. I mean, that makes sense because obviously you have more suction than a 10-month-old baby.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, I've sucked a lot of straws. There's a lot of practice going
Yeah,
on here.
you see. Yeah, you're extracting a lot of
So
nectar.
here's the thing. I do wonder though. So it's like, if you guys are like banging, you know, can you? Is it every time you suck milk's coming out? Because then it's like at some point it's like a fucking sprinkler.
It's like
it's like those fountains in
yeah,
Vegas.
I was gonna say it's one of those things when you see the fire hose loose on the ground. It goes no, I'm saying it doesn't do that, obviously. But
Yeah.
okay, how about this? Can you like
put a little clamp on it. And
no?
just
Can you use
let
your
it run.
fingers like kind of like the udder of a cow and kind of work it out? Kind of work out the kink and kind of go.
You want to milk her? You know,
You gotta like tin bucket blow.
she's laying over just.
No, she's on a horse. You put some carrots on the carrots on the. Oh, there, Betsy.
She's on a treadmill with the carrot dangling.
Where do we get off on this?
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, there's a lot of
You have an answer. All I asked is, would you try it? That's all.
Yeah, I think I would.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's curiosity killed the cat.
I wonder if I can get some in a cup and then put Nesquik in it.
Wow. I wonder if anyone's ever done that.
I don't think so.
You think you're the first one ever to make chocolate milk out of a woman's?
With Nesquik, perhaps, because no one's brave enough to do that. Now, there are those who are brave enough. Honey, let me just... They're about to give it to the baby. Oh. They've never poured it in a cup to go that far and put some Nesquik in it. You never know.
Interesting. I would be down to...
Like, I wouldn't say, like, because I'm like, I want to drink a cup of this.
No, yeah, I don't think I'd be down for a cup. I'd be down for a little... a little... A drop or two, just to try it out.
No, you wouldn't taste it if it was a drop or two.
Okay,
but that's the thing, too. Is there a lot of flavor in there? I feel like it would just be bland, right?
Do you remember when those... So we had a few weird phases growing up. One was snap caps on like, cans,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a phase.
It was a genius idea at the time.
Yes. The other thing was chocolate milk straws. Those sucked. They had little chocolate beads in it, and...
I never use those because those are imposters.
Per
I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy.
My mom got them a couple times. Per theory, the milk, comes up the straw, it touches the filter of chocolate, then it comes out as chocolate milk. No.
No, it doesn't. It's
It
probably
came
like
out
it's probably like 2% chocolate. In
Yeah,
there.
you want at least 50.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe 48, depending on.
2%, those are rookie numbers.
Yeah,
when it comes
I'm
to
saying
chocolate milk.
literally because think about it. If it's just going through it, it's barely going to get any of it.
It needs to soak.
It needs to soak.
It's soaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like making tea and putting it in the water and then just instantly taking it out.
Yeah.
And you have tea. Yeah.
If you put the straw near the bag, it will be all tea.
That's funny. Anyway, so I was thinking we were, you and I were talking about our phones the other day, and I sort of flexed. I got the new phone because we were talking about recording stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's got all the bells and whistles. And that's when you and I started thinking, where does that phrase come from? What actually has bells and whistles that...
Well, it's a very old saying. So it's
Yes.
perhaps something old school. I
Okay,
imagine.
but imagine like in that time it was like, oh yes, it has all the actual bells and whistles. Like where... Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking up because I'm curious.
All right, we're going to find this out.
Okay. Oh, okay. So as a literal phrase, it has been around since at least the middle of the 19th century.
Oh, Jesus.
In reference to the noisemakers on streetcars, railway locomotives, and steamships. Before modern electronics, there were only two ways to make a loud warning noise: either ring a bell or tooted a whistle. So that's why people said bells and whistles.
Look at that. Imagine if things were still powered by steam these days. We're just fucking like pouring water in our shit. Okay. Anyways, on another subject, I have a thing for you. When did you first learn the F word? When did you first learn how to swear and knew it was bad?
I knew it was a thing when I was like 11 or 10, maybe like 9. I was pretty young, but I'm saying
So-
obviously I knew it was forbidden territory.
Yeah, so did you know that there was an F word and then knew the F word but didn't know that word was the F word?
No, I knew what it was.
Okay, because I didn't know.
And you're just like, fuck, like it was a normal word.
I told it to my mom. Because
Where'd you hear that from?
Yeah, no, she freaked out. So I remember, like, I was younger, obviously, and you want to know who's out to me? Jake Quast. Shout out Jake Quast. We were on the side of, I was like 11 or something. It was like 6th grade or something like that, or fucking 5th grade, I don't remember. And, all you public school people out there knew it from, like, fucking kindergarten, but we went to a private school. So I remember he said, he was like, fuck.
I feel like we've always known what it is. We just know it's forbidden
But
ground.
no, I remember I didn't know.
Okay.
I knew there was the F bomb. I
Yeah.
knew what it was. And so I remember I was like, I would always ask my mom, I was like, Mom, what is it? And she's like, I'm not telling you. And I was like, well, is it,
Is it flip?
is it fooey? Is it, and so then
Is
I'm
it
just like
funky?
going, and I remember like Jake, and I was like, is it this? Is it this? I'm like, is it fuck? And I'm just going through, my mom's like, and I was like, and then I look at her, and then it was like, this like power rose through me, and I was like, God, I know now. Yeah.
Do you remember those kids, like, especially because we went to private school, the kids that would toe the line, dude, that's freaking crazy. You'd be like, whoa,
Dude.
Dylan's cool, man.
Yeah.
What the frick?
Dude, I remember, this sounds so stupid, but I remember like, kissing girls was like really.
That was
Yeah.
the ultimate.
So shout out to Jake Quast again. So he was the kind of the one who like turn Jack from the light side to the dark side. He was a bad little boy. But I remember we were at a football game at Crater. Because remember you like go to like the high school football games when you're like
Yeah,
middle
I
school or whatever?
remember the Crater games.
Yeah,
And we'd always throw the football on the hill and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we were at. So I remember Jake and Jessica went around the hill to kiss, and they did, and everyone's like, and so Jake comes to me, he's like, hey,
Dude,
man.
everyone's like, dude, Jake and Jessica kissed, bro.
Yeah, and so then he was like, dude, you better not like rat. And so I remember, I remember I went home and I was like sitting in the shower like this, and I'm like, oh, it's like I have this information I cannot tell anyone. And
dude, acting like you're a fucking spy.
I know, and so I was just like, I was like, I cannot say a word.
I cannot spill the beans about this.
It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god, that was funny.
What was your first kiss experience like?
My first kiss experience was it's actually pretty bad. And it's not bad. But
Why did you say bad? You hesitated.
well, because I was so young, I didn't realize what was going on. So basically, there was this girl that lived a couple streets down, and I was
The girl next door.
No, it was quite a ways, and it was
Do I know who this is?
no, maybe
Okay.
they will remain nameless for now.
Yeah.
But so I actually didn't even know her that well. We were just on Kick.
Kick. Oh
Messenger.
man,
Yeah.
you guys weren't there, man.
Yeah,
Kick
so-
was just
Oh, it was
whatever.
great.
It was an era.
And so I rode. So I used to go on bike rides all the time. So I told
Yeah,
my dad.
for fitness purposes.
I did all the time. I rode my bike to school for 3.5 years. Like I was always on my bike anyway, so it wasn't weird for me to just go on a bike ride. So I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm going on a bike ride." He's like, "Cool." So I go down, find the house. So first,
How old are you?
12, I think. So I'm very young. This is why I didn't know anything. So I'm wearing basketball shorts with boxers.
Oh, that's your first
Not
mistake.
a good idea.
You probably didn't even know the belt trick to tuck it up.
No, I didn't know anything. So
So-
looking back on it, I was like, oh my God, like how weird was this for her? Because we're both like 12 years old. And so like,
Oh, it's okay. I just have a dagger in my pocket.
and so I remember like sitting on her couch, backwards hat, the whole thing, of course, just looking like a total douchebag.
Just chilling.
And yeah, and so I'm sitting there and like we're watching something, I don't know. I got like my arm around her or whatever. And so, dude, I'm at full fucking tent, bro. And I remember like seeing it, but like not thinking it's weird. I don't know. And like imagine her. She's like looking over, and it's just like, what is that?
Yeah, like what is that? Like,
Yeah.
do you have an issue?
Yeah.
Like,
And I remember
ready to call an ambulance?
I remember I just leaned in and went a little, mwah, mwah, and then I just got up and left.
Hit and quit?
I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave. She's like, bye, and we never talked again.
Wow.
Yeah. What was yours?
It's pretty simple. It was like
Is it someone I know?
yes, 100%. I've told you the story. Well, it's not even a story behind it.
Oh.
It's just like I'm trying to remember the first time.
How old were you?
15,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 15.
Okay. Is it like what happened? Give me all the deets.
I'm trying to remember which was the first time.
There's just so many,
No, I'm saying the first time with this person
Oh,
because it was
okay.
the first person, but we did it a few times.
Okay.
So I'm saying I'm trying to remember
So you went back for the sugar. I like it. I like it. Okay.
the first. Early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
That was good.
We were on a car ride back from a sporting event.
I do remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her parents were actually in the front seat, which was so risky.
Dude, that's so baller.
It's
though.
so risky. And I think that's part of it that made it. I'm
Oh,
so fucking
yeah,
sick.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm so sick. I'm like,
dude, the dad's looking in the room mirror. You just
I walked a
eye
little.
contact.
The next day I woke up, I walked a little taller that day. I walked a little taller that day.
Oh,
the parents are right fucking there. They're sitting there, they talking stuff. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't her brother there?
Because
too?
once it was, yeah.
Her
And the
brother's-
thing is, it was like heroin. I did it once, and I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop. And it was just,
I love a good
Yeah.
smooch.
Yeah.
To this day.
yeah, we love a
To this day.
to this day. Yeah, but that's what happened, and I think, yeah, I became a man that day.
So like, tell me like the deets. How did it go down?
I think we were sitting
Obviously,
there in the car.
you're nervous as
We're
fuck. And
yeah,
your heart is
nervous
just,
as fuck.
Your heart's
Oh yeah,
just.
yeah. Like we're holding hands. So I'm like,
And it's all sweaty.
Yeah, yeah.
and
I'm
fucking
holding hands. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. I
Jesus. Dude, you remember how like you're so nervous, your hands got all clammy, and I remember I'd like unhold my hand and like wipe it off.
yeah,
and,
I
go
would like
back.
pretend to itch my head, and I go.
Yeah, dude, dude, that was like adrenaline, bro. It was like, fucking yeah.
Yeah, God. So we were like holding hands, and she was leaning on me. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is badass. You know, this is sick. I'm the shit. You know what I mean? And then I think we were just sitting there, and then she kind of was like looking up on me, my shoulder. I could see it on my periffs.
So was she just like eye fucking the shit out of you?
Probably.
Like,
Well, it was nighttime.
Well, she was trying to get that like eye contact.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it kind of broke the ice because obviously in my mind I wasn't even, but she was so close that once I turned, it was just there, and it was so close that.
So she initiated it.
Well, I mean, by looking, like, and obviously eventually I'm gonna look, but in my mind I saw her, but I'm like, okay. This is what went through my mind. I swear. I'm like, so if I turn and I don't kiss her, then we're just like, then we're face to face, just smiling. Do you know how scary someone looks 2 inches from your face, smiling?
Fucking looking. Jesus.
It's fucking creepy. So I'm like, all right. So if I turn, this is gonna happen. So I had like a little outer body experience beforehand. I'm like, this is about to
Just
happen.
looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Astral
I feel like
projecting out of your body.
I hovered above my own body and watched myself kiss this bitch. And because I'm saying in my mind, I'm like, this is about to happen. Because if I turn, I'm not just gonna fucking stare at her nose, but go, hey, how you doing? So and then
Great weather we're having.
yeah. How about this drive, huh?
Long and hard. Like
Mountains
me.
are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
I hate sand. It's everywhere.
so I turned over, the rest is history.
Damn. So like in the car, it was obviously like a Tahoe, right? Like
Yeah. Suburban-ish
yeah,
type vehicle.
I know the
It was a
car.
Humvee.
Yeah. And so like the were you in the first row behind the parents? Or
Yes, the first.
Dude, you
Very
have some balls. I
risky
love that.
fucking business.
That's dope.
Yeah, and actually, there was one of her friends in the same row, and I was in the middle.
Did you get a little peck on both?
No,
Oh, I was like, dude, that would have been legendary.
you can't run before you walk.
You're like, "Mm," and just turn around. We weren't even.
Yeah,
conscious
that
of
wasn't
to
even
think
in
about-
my mind at that
Yeah.
point. In my mind, I'm like, dude, I'm on top of the fucking world.
I do remember the like. This sounds stupid, but like the out of body fucking. Like I remember the first time, which is weird because I had my first kiss before the first time I held hands with a girl.
Subtle flex.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm saying because the first one was so weird. The first time I held hands with a girl,
I
she-
actually fucked her before I ever kissed her.
no, but I'm saying like it was in chapel. The girl's now married.
I had my first fuck before I had my first kiss.
Yeah, I had my first fuck before I met a girl.
I'm a first fucker.
No, I remember it was in chapel. The girl's now married. And I remember it was like, you know when you would stand up to sing like the ocean song, "My soul rests in your embrace," you know?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Alex Haugs just fucking belting it.
Fucking
bro.
Whitney Houston.
Oh,
up
dude,
there,
yeah.
dude.
She had
She had some pipes.
she did have some pipes.
I
And
thought you said she did get pipes. I'm like, what?
no. And so I remember like, you know, like your hands are on the chair, and so I'm just like I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, dude. I'm just dripping sweat, bro. Dripping sweat. And I'm like, oh my god. And then it was just like this. And then kind of like you do to me on like that fucking
Not
thing.
that hard, but yeah.
Yeah. And so then like we were holding hands, and I swear I was just like out of body, fucking just like
Yeah, just levitating.
yeah. And then everyone's like, oh my god. you
Everyone's
hold
like, oh my
hands?
god, you've reached that threshold where you're like, cool
Yeah,
now.
I know. I remember it was like PE, and then like all these guys come up and was like, "Dude, did you hold hands with?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I did. So
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
You got a problem?
And I was like, "Dude, it's nothing. I've held hands with tons of girls."
I'm telling you, dude, when shit like that happened when you were younger, you held your head a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
They're like, "There's something different about this guy's bar. Like, there's something happened.
this guy's changed, man.
He held hands today."
This guy's onto something
Dude,
here.
the fucking youthful experiences, man. They're so.
I know, because I'm saying even back farther, like hugging, like third, fourth grade,
Yeah.
because I had a huge crush on this girl named Courtney Mouse, fourth grade, fifth grade. Yeah, fourth, fifth grade. And like at recess,
Oh my god.
like-
you'd hug.
like it was so stupid. But I'm saying like she's like we'd be like playing fucking dodgeball or something. She's like sprints over to me, gives me a hug. I'm like,
And then everyone's like,
whoa, dude.
I'm gonna go tell the. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go tell
and
the
then
fucking
like
chaperone.
we would like meet up after school to hug again. Then before class, hug again. Like
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh my god, yeah.
thought it was fucking cool as fuck.
Dude, you remember like they'd be like sucking on a sucker, and then they'd be like, and then you. Then
That never happened to
okay,
me.
never mind.
Maybe in a few Disney movies you watched. I don't know.
Okay, never mind. And now I feel stupid, and now I feel judged.
That was stupid.
It definitely happened. I remember people doing
What are
that.
you talking about?
Yeah, when you suck your sucker. You had
You
like
did
a juice
that?
pop, or not a juice,
Juice
pop, a Tootsie Pop.
You,
A Tootsie-
wait, time out.
You're in middle school.
Time out. You sucked on another girl's lollipop? Like that she already sucked?
That sounds horrible, but you're like 11. You're 12.
I know, but like at that point, you might as well fucking stick your tongue down her throat if you're fucking sucking up her
I
saliva.
don't know.
But that's funny.
It is funny. Yeah.
You made it sound like she's like this. She's like takes it out and goes and puts it in your mouth for you.
And then she goes. She's like, yeah. Hock a loogie for me,
You're just
baby.
like, huh.
Yeah.
I don't even deserve to taste your spit.
Yeah. You notice like have you ever noticed like dad sounds and like you'll make the same dad sounds as your dad? Like
what?
I've noticed like whenever my dad sits down, it's like a and I like start doing that shit.
I feel like I've always done that though. Or
My
like
dad
if I'm taking a
always-
deep breath or something, that's a universal thing.
Yeah, my dad always did this like thing. I swear like it was like him. I don't know. He'd always go to the bathroom and he was like, I don't know what it was. It was like blowing his nose or hawking a loogie or something. Like, oh no, it's the. Like, I don't know. My dad does this thing, and I don't do it. But I remember I did it one time, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm my dad."
Yeah, I think one thing I
Dad
can think
sounds are so real.
of, they are real for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's a lot of them that are universal, like deep breaths and shit. Are just whatever it is. But one thing my dad does do that I actually do at the same time is when like this is obviously from years of observation and scientific knowledge
Yeah.
is when he's like arguing with mom or something. Like if it's something that he's trying to get a point across where he's like, even if he's right, doesn't matter. Like, and she's not understanding what he's trying to say, he'll be like something. He'll take a huge nose, and they'll sit there and stare at him like, and then he'll
I do
do.
that.
I do
But
that
you got to
too.
give him props because at least he's like gathering his.
He's gathering himself. Yeah, it's calm before the storm.
the-
I think my favorite thing of my dad that I remember.
the deep breath before the plunge.
I think my dad. It was when I was like a junior in high school. Before it was junior summer, or something, sophomore summer, something like that. And my dad was on the computer. I forgot what he was doing. He was helping me with something. And my dad's back was hurting, and he's on the computer. He's like, "Hey, Didi, can you get me 2 aspirin?" He's like, "Can you get me some aspirin?" I swear. And she comes back with a bottle of NyQuil. He's like, "Aspirin." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She comes back. I think it was like a leave or I don't know what it came. She comes back. It was something. It was like it was a different thing. And she comes back. And he's like, "I said, get me 2 bear aspirin." And she's like, he's like, "Hit 2 bear aspirin. That's it. Just 2 bear aspirin." He's like, "They're in the medicine cabinet." And she goes to the cabinet and she can't find it. And he's like, and he was so mad. He just kept saying, like, she turns line. He's like, 2 bear aspirin, 2 bear aspirin. She's like, "Honey, I don't see it." He's like, 2 bear aspirin. And she brought him back fucking ibuprofen. And he was like, but like, I think that would be the same thing pretty much. But I'm saying, I don't know.
I don't know the difference. I feel like old people take aspirin.
I don't know, but he wanted bear aspirins or something like that. But it was so fucking funny, and he lost his shit because she didn't.
I don't think about the time my dad lost. Actually, lost his shit a lot.
I almost think
but-
she's did it on purpose because what mom doesn't know?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They're the ones who organize the
yeah,
medicine
exactly.
cabinet.
So she
Yeah.
maybe was trolling. So this is what you get for snoring, you fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think of a time. My dad always lost his shit over like, so like we had this house, and the problem was my grandfather built it, and my dad is not a perfectionist, but when it comes to like building things, it has to be plumb level. It has to literally withstand a hurricane. That's how my dad fucking builds shit. Well, my grandfather was not like that. So my grandfather used like we have like Phillips head screws and the flathead screws. Well, he used square ones for something.
Like hexagons.
It was just a square.
Because I'm saying like the hexagon bolts were like.
Yeah, so
back in the fucking
problem
way back when
is
they
if
used to
you have
use
a
those.
fucking drill, it'll turn that shit into a circle real quick,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
can't get it out.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I don't know. I remember my dad would always just lose his shit because it would be like a slight bit off level, and then he's got the plumb hanging from the ceiling, and it's
The
like
ultimate dad moments. He's like, he
Yeah.
has determined to fix the
Yeah.
issue. Yeah, yeah.
It was like hanging this thing up.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he's like looking for the stud. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be us in about 10 years.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think I don't know. I don't see us being like our dads. Like we are in some ways, but
I feel like I'm gonna be like my dad,
yeah. I don't know.
just because all he does is try to get away from everybody. So. And he's the only dude, so
Yeah. Well, he's got Elijah.
not really.
Yeah.
Because he lives in the other house, so he's just not even he's not around. My dad just tries to get
also
away
lives
from
in the woods.
everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Also lives in the woods.
Yes. He's a caveman.
Let me get some water. Americans spend more money on their pets each year than Germany spends on its entire defense budget. That is fucking absurd.
Well, I feel like Germany's defense budget got pretty overspent
After.
about, like 60 years ago. They're like, hey, we spent enough
Like, hey,
trying to take over the world.
like, hey, our wallets are still recovering from reparation and damages that our buddy Adolf caused. So.
That's nuts, bro.
But I'm saying it is still nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's
On their pets? I've never got like,
dude.
you know when
People have like fucking houses for their dogs, like 2 story. Have you seen that? It's fucking absurd for their fucking.
I never
Chihuahua
I
or
get
some
people
shit.
like pets, but it's like when when the like people are walking like a dog, and it's got like a sweater on and little fucking
booties.
shoes.
Shoe.
It's like
It's got little fucking shoes.
It's got little shoes.
It's got little shoes.
He's got Skechers shape ups. Got his
Yeah,
little shape.
I'm saying there's definitely a lot of extra.
Do you remember
shit.
those like dogs that would like they like run through the hoops and they go through the slides?
Yeah, yeah.
How long do you train for that?
And why?
Also, dogs don't like live that long. Like, do you like once that dog's just used up and gone? Do you fucking
No, it just becomes a normal pet again. Obviously,
and then you just train another one?
I don't know, but I'm saying
Is there big
obviously-
money in that?
I don't know because I'm saying, at one point, I feel like 10 years ago, I would see that shit on TV quite often.
Mm-hmm.
But
And now it's on Paramount Plus. So
like the dog's got like an oxygen mask, like those intense training things. It's running on a treadmill.
it's like that scene in Rocky when Rocky's out there splitting wood with the Russians. Fucking. I love that. It's like Rocky's doing.
Dude,
man
you
work.
ever? You know what I've always wondered?
Hmm.
I think it would be really funny to see is like a German Shepherd, like running at sprint speed, but only on 2 feet, like a person. How funny that would fucking look.
Dude, have you ever seen the dogs that like can go get a beer?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's a cool 10-second video. How long? One, alcoholic dad.
Yeah.
10 times. 2, how long did it take to like train that dog to like how many beers you have to put in its
Honestly, probably it depends on the dog. Not that many, I'd imagine. I feel like it's not. Dogs are most dogs. I'm saying certain kinds of dogs are a little smarter than others, but I feel like it wouldn't take that long.
Every dog my family had was dumber than a box of rocks, dude.
Well, I'm saying most of the dogs that do it are like bigger dogs.
My family is into like Shelties, the ones that look like Lassie, and they're just like they just exist. Like they're not they don't do anything. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying most of the dogs are like it's like a German Shepherd, but I'm saying there's labs. Like I'm saying most of the dogs. I feel like if you just did it a bunch, I feel like it wouldn't take that long, depending on the dog.
yeah, like those like cop dogs that like find like cocaine.
Yeah,
One,
German Shepherd. Yeah.
ultimate snitch. 2, when they like get like a tweet with them, it's like, hey, this guy found 16 kilos of cocaine. Do you think they know
No, but here's another thing. Now that you mentioned that, is like
how much coke has that
No,
dog done?
they will like the dogs like can graduate from like Canine School or whatever. Like, here's the part that's funny. They'll reject some dogs. Like, yeah, your canine failed out of Canine School. Did you not study for the exam?
Dude,
How do you reject the dog?
I don't know.
From Canine School. How?
What I also
What criteria? Did it not read the syllabus? Did it not when the assignments turned in? You didn't chew your bone fast enough.
he didn't fill out his planner properly.
Like, what the fuck? How do you deny it?
MLA format, Cujo.
Because
double
I've seen like
space.
pictures. It's like a young dog in terms of laying down or something. Its graduation hat fell off. It's like poor whatever face is like didn't make it through Canine School. Like, so is there like a guy at the end who sits down like, listen, you failed. I'm sorry.
You didn't jump through this hoop fast enough.
Yeah.
Other thing is, I feel like, do they just like get the dog just like completely fucked up on coke and addicted, so then they just want it and find it? Because that would actually be kind of.
It's a scent. It's what it smells like.
I know, but imagine this. Imagine.
Do you think dogs really sniff the coke? It's in packaging. They just smell the aroma.
I know, but what I'm saying is it would kind of be smart. I'm saying obviously it's fucked up, but it would be smart to be like the dogs just get it addicted to cocaine, and then it will just try to find it wherever.
Why would that make any sense?
Because then
a
it
dog's
wants to
nose
find
is
it.
already 15 times better than a human. It's fine
find it.
as it is. It already wants to find it because it gave a scent, and that's what
And
it does. It's
then
a
they
dog.
get a treat, and
it
they get a
goes
notebook.
and it goes finds and they get a gram of
You
cocaine.
know what's crazy is that a dog scent is that good. Do we smell like that much? Like a dog can like a bloodhound can find a fucking.
Yeah, through the woods can find a scent through the woods and just fucking follow it. Yeah, I don't. It's crazy.
Like that's some hardcore Dior cologne. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, but that's what it's like for them. Is like smelling scent. It's like
Dude, imagine a dog when someone farts. Like to us, it leaves it leaves the room in like 20 seconds, but to them, it's like 10 minutes. Because to us, it's like, oh, that stinks, and then it's gone.
The thing is, it just ignores it. It's just like, fuck, all right, I'm here, so
Yeah.
this is your house, so
Yeah.
I'm just living in your world.
Yeah. It's also kind of fuck like the ones that are like indoor that have to stay inside. Like there's so much of the world they don't get to. You wanna know another thing? Like where did dogs like are there wild dogs?
Yeah,
Like you can just go out there and see a fucking chihuahua just like imagine
a chihuahua. Yeah, there's wild packs of chihuahuas running around in the fucking woods.
Can you imagine? You're like hunting or something. You're like you hear something. You're like
There's like 20 of them. Just no, but there are wild dogs. Or African wild dogs.
a wild pack of chihuahuas. That's hunters.
wild
just
pack of
hear a little,
chihuahuas,
like
dude.
shaking the bushes. Like what is?
There's just like 80 of them, dude. Like meerkats. They're just everywhere.
They have those signs on the road like chihuahuas might be crossing.
Oh my god. No, but you've seen those African wild dogs? They're literally look like normal dogs. They just have really big ears, but like they're literally dogs.
But I'm saying, obviously, before humans domesticated them, they had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like where? So obviously, at one point, there were wild chihuahuas, right?
No, that is.
Dude,
There was never at any point in human history wild chihuahuas.
Where did they come from?
Never. It's years and years of like breeding domesticated dogs with
another one.
other domesticated dogs.
Okay,
and eventually I'm saying they got this dog. That's a smaller
Okay,
dog, and they got this one. And they made a
you
chihuahua.
said it
Humans made the chihuahua what it is.
I'm saying you said it was years of breeding domesticated dogs. Is that not what you just said? Yes.
Yes.
So where did those at some point dogs were not domesticated? There were breeds. There wasn't just one breed of dog because you have to cross them.
Yeah,
and
there's
shit.
wolves. There's African wild dogs. I mean, there's tons of
So where
wild.
did the chihuahua
There's
come
tons
from?
of wild dogs.
There had to be a little tiny one with little stubby feet somewhere in there.
maybe, but it wasn't a fucking chihuahua. We made the chihuahuas.
I'm saying at some point.
I
there
know
were
what
a
you're
lot of
saying.
Wild
But
dogs.
your logic is airtight, but this is not what you're not getting it.
I'm saying at some point there were a lot
Okay,
of wild
listen.
dogs.
What you just said was so outlandish
It wasn't.
and blasphemous. Are you telling me
some
you're trying to convince me that at one point in human history there are wild chihuahuas just roaming around?
No.
You are fucking absurd.
I'm not saying just chihuahuas, but there are fucking wild dogs.
Yes, wild dogs, like beasts who hunt.
Then where did the little ones we have now come from?
From thousands of years of us trying to make little fucking pets out of them. You fuck one dog with a shorter dog, you get maybe a little bit of a shorter dog or a hybrid between the two, and then you get a big dog and you fuck that one too, and eventually you go down this ladder and you get all these different types of dogs.
Okay, here's the other thing.
From Europe, from America, from all these places.
You know, humans breeding things, isn't that like forcing one to rape the other? Because what if they're not consensual?
That's just what they do. They're dogs. The same way like you put a horse in the fucking with a female horse, his thing's flopping all around, he goes and fucks her. This is what he does. They're animals. That's what they do.
That's fucked.
I watched this one.
This one what? Fuck video of horses?
I think Joe Santagato talked about this on one, but I'm saying I saw it on Planet Earth. It's called a fossa. It's like this weird Wolverine / dog thing. I don't even know. It's like this thing that eats fucking small animals. I don't know. But like, and it will sit there. So like, it will be up in the tree. And no, this is real. And I watched it on Planet Earth.
Real.
And so a female fossa and a male fossa up in the tree fucking, and it can last up to like a day, a full two days of just fucking. They're fucking in the tree up there, and then a male fossa will come, another one. As they're fucking in the tree, he'll come up to like a tree beside it or like the tree, and he'll rub his dick on the tree, like hump and put his scent all on there. Like I don't know what that does. Like hopefully she'll smell my dick. But he's humping the fucking tree, and then he'll sit down there and wait for them to get done, and then like hopefully she comes down and smells it, and then he'll try to fuck her too. I don't know if it worked, but I'm saying like that's what they do that. So then maybe she'll choose him instead of him.
So female Mufasas are fucking whores.
Well, I'm saying I don't know, but I'm saying it's like he's down there. It's like I wonder if I could slide in on this.
Oh God!
But yeah,
why does he just go up and join? I mean, they're already doing it.
They're at their Eiffel Tower.
The dogs.
I know, but I'm saying it's crazy.
That is cool.
But yeah, that's cool.
I don't know.
That is cool.
Dude, I noticed like watching Planet Earth a lot. A lot of it's about sex.
Yeah, because animals breed and hunt and eat.
Isn't there a spider that like fucks? They fuck
and it'll eat the guy after. Yeah,
it'll eat the guy.
The Black Widow.
And if that is not symbolism for the world today, I don't know. I don't know what is.
Yeah, they do. And then the thing is, I
And
wonder if the
then
male
they eat
spider.
us alive.
I wonder if the male spiders know.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, at some point, one
No,
of them.
I feel like they don't because it's just instinct what they're doing. Okay, I see a female, I'm gonna go mate with her, blah blah blah, and it's like, oh fuck, why are you
At
eating
some
me?
point, one of them had to escape and be like, "Bro, guys, make sure like you're ready to go." Like,
Guys, do not go over Stephanie's house.
yeah, and then they're probably like, "Oh, it's just Steph," but then it ends up being Mary and Angela.
Yeah, but yeah, apparently they eat the dudes after. So
Imagine like knowing that, and it's like, dude,
you just get one more nut off, dude.
like spiders don't masturbate, so it's the only nut they ever get.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the ultimate high and then low.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, it is the way to go. I mean, that's the way.
went out with a bang. I mean, if that's the way to do it.
That's the way I'd want to go.
But at the same time, spiders don't live that long either. So
How long do they live?
I don't know.
Hopefully not long, because I don't like them.
Well, they're arachnids, so they don't really. I knew.
You know what's nuts is like you and I have never lived in a place with weird shit. Like I was on. Here's a story. I got an email from someone today at work, and they were like, we have this CRM thing.
ASMR Ice Cube.
And so they had we have this basically this like CRM thing, and it shows like sometimes in their profile they'll say where they're from. And so I look at it, and they were in Chad, Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
And so on Google Maps you can put that little guy, and you can see in the streets and shit. So there wasn't a whole lot of those little guy places you could put them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was one little dot, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. So I just drag the little guy, boop, drop him down, and it's just two dudes and like a pit of alligators. It's like, what?
Bro, alligators are fucking scary.
No, but where I'm going with this is like, you and I have never lived in a place where there's like tarantulas, big spiders, and alligators and everywhere.
I mean, we
like,
rattlesnakes.
Have you ever been in? Like, I've never seen one here or in
No,
Medford.
like in Oregon.
I'm saying like around your house. There's not like.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
I've
guess.
seen rattlesnakes before.
I'm saying we don't have like an invasive.
But yeah,
species,
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
like
you don't wake up and there's a scorpion in your garage or something.
Yeah, or like it's like, hey guys, there's a pack of lions outside. Like, grab the guns or the spears. Like, I don't know. Like we've never.
Well,
had to
that's a
deal
little
with
extreme, but yeah, it's not like it's not like we're fucking. Hey, there's a pack of wolves outside. Do not go outside and take a piss.
that. And everyone's on the Facebook group. Wolves. Wolves are outside.
Packs of stray dogs are controlling most of the major cities.
Yeah. And it's funny.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well. I think I wrap it up for this episode 15. Z, where can they find you?
I think they.
You think?
They can find me at Isaiah_Lesney.
You can find me at Jack_Spencer. You can find us at Around the Lunch Table, almost at 300 followers. Very excited about that.
And we're almost to 1,500 downloads.
Yes. Thank
Listen,
you very much.
hey, we just actually did a thing. It was like, oh, we reached over 1,000 downloads. That was like last week.
Yeah.
No, week before that.
It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and now we're like almost to get to the next time. We're halfway to the next
It's the snowball effect. It's picking up speed.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks to everybody, and thanks to what's the chick's name that we thanked last time?
Jackie T's.
Yeah, where's she from?
I don't remember. I think you fucked it up last time.
I said Michigan, but it's New Jersey, isn't it?
Or it was vice versa.
Or was vice versa. I fucked up again, Jack.
Anyways,
Sorry.
by the way, some more people bought merch this week. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
We
and then we
appreciate
are coming out with
that. Koozies.
beer koozies.
Koozies or
Coming soon.
or carbonated beverages. Some people
or
if you're Mormon,
non-alcoholic beer.
If you're Mormon.
But we would advise it be alcohol.
If you are Mormon, you listen to this podcast, let me know how soaking is. I want to know about your first time.
Yeah, exactly.
DMS.
Because we talked about it in an early episode. So
Yeah, so, but yeah, thank you for everyone buying the merch. It's actually been great. If
you should really buy a T-shirt. Sales are really heating up.
If you haven't bought a shirt, go buy one for your mom or your pop. They'll like it. It's a good present.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that'll be it. So, and see ya.